items that inspectors can't really evaluate.
Right.
What are some of those?
Some of them, things that as you know, we can do home inspection, radon, termite. We can do mold testing. Sewer scope's a big one now that we're doing. But it's the items that you can't see. One instance is new construction is the one I'm really pushing on that framing inspection right before the drywall goes. What I can't see is after the drywall's up.
Right.
We don't have, vision behind walls.
Now you have the infrared camera
Absolutely.
setup, which you can.
We do have tools, infrared imaging, and there's cameras that can detect, moisture intrusion behind walls. We have moisture meters, but there's things that we can't see. And one was the big one was the sewer. And back when I started this industry, hardly anybody was doing sewer scopes.
Yeah.
Well, I just spent $10,000. I have one coming on Tuesday.
Oh.
And we're going to start doing sewer scope
Okay.
inspections because you can't see it. Yeah. And I did one yesterday over on Grandin Avenue. Sewer was back; it was clogged. And a company, Plumtite, who it was there, very good company, and he said between 10 to 40,000.
Wow.
I would like to have that thrown at you.
Wow.
So my buyer was kind of like starry-eyed at that. One. Yeah, but there's
and they're probably paying $10,000-$15,000 over asking price.
Oh, probably or more.
Yeah,
I have no idea, but
right,
absolutely. But again, the expectation is what we can't see. We want to make sure the client knows that. We call it when we meet our client. We call it the driveway talk. Right when we meet them, we'd like to let them, ask them what they've seen, questions, and then we're going to tell them what we're going to do, and we're telling them things that we can't see. And there's other types of invasive inspections you can have done on that. But
for example, like swimming pools.
Yeah, swimming pools, chimneys in a fireplace is one where the flue.
Yeah, right.
I always recommend to have a chimney sweep. Absolutely.
Yeah. There's hidden flaws that's behind. Yeah, I tell buyers say we want to buy a house with a finished basement. I said, well, okay, let's talk about the pros of that, and let's talk about the cons of that.
Right.
The pro is, you can move in, you can enjoy the basement, but what if behind that drywall and the drop ceiling there's something that needs to be taken care of, especially when you're underground?
Absolutely.
Moisture can build up, even poured foundations can have leakages.
Absolutely.
That type of thing.
Yep.
Or termite tubes, mud tubes, which you can't see.
Yep.
You can't take the drywall down, and no infrared camera is going to point that out to you.
Right. What you brought up there is, I think, a great little tip. If you're buying a house and you don't have to finish that lower level right to move in, you need it for bedrooms or whatever, I always tell everybody at least give it the 4 seasons to see what takes place.
Right.
Because as you and I both know, we can do an inspection in January when the ground's frozen. And then in the spring, there can be a leak because you couldn't detect it with a moisture meter.
Right.
Usually these meters will only go out about 7 days, which is good. But if you can do that and give your home at least a year to live in it, then finish the basement, you'll be much happier.